Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good. But like this one was exceptional, right?
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, the best shooters in the NBA. And so here's the chosen one now.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
And with one miss, it can be easy to do that. But miss 2 or 3 in a row, then it becomes even more difficult for them to put that out of their mind.
6. He's up to 7. Now 8 points. Gets the money ball. That gives him 12.
There we go.
He's got 16. That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll.
And that's his 3rd straight good rag. He's rolling.
He's at 19, clearing the 20-point mark.
Warming that net up. Sure.
One last rack remains. It's up to his 6th consecutive make. He finishes the round with 25 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Boy, he cleaned up on the money balls, nailing 7 out of 9.
And here we go with Jason Tatum.
You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round.
And that's a...
So it'll be Trae Young here.
You know, the importance of getting into a rhythm early can't be
He posts 24 points for the round. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
And it didn't look good for a while there, but give him credit for overcoming that slow start to turn it into a really solid round.
So it'll be Kevin Durant here.
And a lot of people wondered how Durant would play.
And even 20 points for the round. I think he's pretty unlucky. He was good, but a few other players were great. So it'll be Devin Booker here. And he needs 24 points to stay in the mix.
And I'm sure he realizes the odds are not...
And here we go with C.J. McCollum. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here.
Bringing up the rear.
And everyone's put forward their best effort already. He knows the number to beat.
22 points will be his total for the round. He can't be upset with himself. That score is usually good enough, but it was a terrific round for just about everybody else. Tatum's got the top score in the qualifying round.
And I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean, the scores have been tremendous.
Excellent shooting, really across the board. This has been high-quality stuff.
So it'll be Trae Young here. He had the lowest score and a solid score, 31 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Well, we know if there's one guy in the competition you'd expect to turn in that kind of round, it would be him.
And so here's the chosen one now.
So many times we see the best scores in the three-point contest come in round one. I think the players start to get tired legs as they approach the 50-shot mark in the competition.
And more than the legs, I think it's also that the adrenaline of the opening stages has worn off. So mentally, you could be running on fumes.
Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yeah, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for playing. We'll see you next year.
He's able to total 21 points in the round. here we go with Jason Tatum. We've reached the climax. He's got one last shot to go home with the trophy.
You know, in the 3-point.
Let's go.
And that wraps up this year's thrilling three-point contest. It was an absolute clinic in three-point.
Normally, and then B, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. LeBron James is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Tatum in a shooting guard.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And Towns gets it to go.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns. And the West All-Stars with possession. And Leonard has it in the corner. And here is KD. Young outside. Now the pass to the chosen one. Misses the three. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. And here's Leonard from three. No good that time. Leonard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars coach and I did get a chance to talk. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. The shot's good from the chosen one.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Irving. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for LeBron. Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Embiid, what a show of force right there, going hard at the rim for the dunk.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. It's a three-point game, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Took him no time at all on that one. The chosen one's got 12.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
No good from the chosen one. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Lillard outside. There's the triple. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Pass to the chosen one. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. 15 points in the game.
I'm not sure he realizes there are four other guys on the floor with him. Trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer, no good. Leonard's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard dishes to Giannis. Outside Tatum. And here's Leonard from 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
The East All-Stars shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That free throw good from the chosen one.
Substitution on the court.
Both free throws good from the chosen one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Williamson. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The East All-Stars up on top. They lead by 9. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Antetokounmpo is out there with Butler. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ball in a point.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Giannis passes to Butler. Back to Giannis. Outside Butler. Giannis kicks to Ball. Clock at 6. On the wing, George. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Butler against Levine. And the shot goes in. Levine's got his first points of the game.
Levine is 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that with that outstanding, unreal leaping ability.
Ball dishes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
He just punched a ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Booker. Nice D from Levine.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Williamson gets it to go.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Booker. Drives to the hoop. Over Levine. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's the chosen one. He's got 23.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Too simple.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring zone for the East All-Stars.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Davis. Pascal Siakam comes in for Zion Williamson. And Irving subbed in for Levine. The chosen one passes to Siakam. And he banks in the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's James. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. And the dunk by LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Here's Doncic. And James pulls it down. Here's Ball. Nice D from Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Shots good from the chosen one.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here's Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
He's on another.
So it's the East All-Stars finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll return shortly. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got Trae Young. Durant is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Mitchell, and it's the chosen one, and at the 3, the small forward.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so deadly.
And the pass to KD. Shoots over Towns. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Lillard against Young. Young with the steal. Here's Mitchell. Action coming off the assist from KD. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Outside Tatum. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
No good from the chosen one.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The 11-footer. He doesn't hit that one. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Drains it from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got 31.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
James kicks to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And good. That game was that time as it falls. Tatum's got 9.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
The shot's good from the chosen one.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
To the inside, and finished up by KD.
Very elusive in the pick and rolls is Kevin Durant. I mean, he slashes after screening, and that makes it tough to stay with him.
Inside, here's Leonard, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lillard against Young. Lillard, the pass to Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Here's the chosen one, James covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. East All-Stars have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he knocks down the first one. A big group substitution here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Irving. Davis comes in for Kevin Durant. Levine's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Doncic is subbed in for Young. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Jimmy Butler comes in for James. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Leonard. And Ball subbed in for Lillard. Giannis kicks to Ball. Launches it. The shot off that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's the chosen one. Defended by Booker. That one falls.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 18. Antetokounmpo dishes to Tatum. Again, the West All-Stars.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Doncic passes to the chosen one. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. The chosen one's got 39.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Here's Ball. Basket good.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Pass to the chosen. 6 16 seconds left in the third. Tries it from 19, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Tatum's got 17 now.
You know, right there, you see some of the old school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
And so it's the East All-Stars riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA.
That was special. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the chosen one, defended by Booker. And Williamson throws it down.
Oh, that's inexcusable defense. Once Williamson buries himself inside, you know he's looking for the throwdown.
Here's Giannis, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid, and the East All-Stars making a change here. Young's checked in, and West also making a switch. Fox is checked in. Here's Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots, and does a really good job setting up a shooter. Wow. What can you say?
Young against Fox. Here's Tatum through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And there's the basket on the shot from the chosen one.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Unloads from 13. No good off the front iron. Williamson, the pass to the chosen one. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by the West. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Fox. A beautiful reverse layup. Fox has got his first basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And some changes here for the East. Irving's checked in for Embiid. Kevin Durant comes in for Zion Williamson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Doncic. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Towns, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. LeBron comes in for Devin Booker. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for James Harden. And Lillard subbed in for Fox.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Tatum against KD. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Towns is doubled. A 3 from Leonard. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
Here's LeBron. Goes up on the wing. It's good. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. KD passes to Young. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Here's the chosen one, defended by Towns. Young outside, just 5 to shoot. Here's the chosen one. Offensive rebound. 1:19 left in the game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
You know, off the court, Kyrie Irving has done some incredible things. One example, financially supporting WNBA players who sat out the 2020 Wubble season. Kyrie is more than a basketball player, always engaged with the world around him, and always interesting things he has to say.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, the chosen one.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
James outside. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul, second team foul. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Averaging about 30 points and 9 assists per game during his second season. Trae Young was named an All-Star in 2020, solidifying himself as a franchise player.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Mitchell passes to the chosen one. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. The chosen one's got 49 points in the game. A 3 from Leonard. The putback blanks. The putback jam. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
But I think it's alright.